This gaming PC here belongs to my brother, and yeah, he hasn't really taken that much care of it. So it's down to us today to fully deep clean this PC and get it looking brand new. And hopefully during the course of this video, you'll pick up some tips and tricks on how to properly clean your PC as well. So without any more talking, let's get straight into it. Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said that this PC looked quite bad because of the dust. It's pretty atrocious. The reason why I think it's so bad is because we haven't cleaned it in about almost 2 years now, I'd like to say, so that doesn't help. And also we've got a rabbit, and all he does is just constantly shed fur, and this gives something for the dust to bind to, so it just doesn't look well presentable, does it? So I'm going to start off with taking out the graphics card. We'll clean this separately because it just kind of gets in the way of everything. It's easier to do this separately as well, and we'll give this thing a repaste as the core temperatures, they were looking pretty toasty. I'll be honest, I don't think the GPU really looks that bad. Most of the heatsink is still visible and not covered up by dust. There are a few bits where it's not looking the best. However, I don't think it'd be affecting temperatures too much, but I'm still going to dust it out and give it some new thermal paste, just to prevent maintenance in the future. And now the next course of action is to take the fan off the CPU cooler. This may depend varying on your CPU cooling configuration, but I suspect most of you will have air cooling. So this is what I'd recommend doing first. And if you've got a radiator or an all-in-one liquid cooler, take the fans off your radiator. That's what I'll do. And there's the CPU fan. And there's dust everywhere now. I'm also going to take off the back panel here, just because when we're blowing all the dust out with an air compressor, it just gets rid of some of the extra dust and that, so we can get it to be extra clean, I suppose. But off this comes, and let's see what sort of a cable management job I did on this. Not too bad, actually, not too bad. Things back here are really not that bad. Like, there's not a lot of dust down there. There is quite a bit there, but that's where the fan is, so all in all, around here, not too bad. Now there is some dust on top of the SSD, let's just get rid of that. To properly get rid of all the dust from your gaming PC, it's best to take it outside. Believe me, you don't want to do this in like your bedroom or anywhere in your house. Luckily for me, it was a pretty gorgeous day and the sun was out, even though it's winter, so yeah, I kind of looked out with that one. Anyways, take all the fans out your PC, as one, you don't want these spinning freely, as the motors inside the hubs actually turn into generators when they work in reverse, so there is that. And we can clean these separately anyway, so just take them all out. So cleaning the chassis, all you need to do is get a cloth, loosen all that dust, and then get your air compressor in there and blow away as much dust as you can. From the chassis itself, the motherboard, the CPU cooler, the more dust you can get rid of at this point, the better. Also, by the way, if you're wondering, this is the air compressor I'm using. It's by Hoto. It will be linked in the description below with my Amazon affiliate links. And this isn't sponsored, by the way, it's just really good for stuff like this. Don't worry if you don't have an air compressor or compressed air. You can always use a cloth and a brush and do it manually. It's not the most ideal way of doing it, but you can still get the job done doing this. After you're satisfied with how clean your PC is, it's time to move on to the fans and accessories. What I like to do with fans is I like to get the cloth in there first, get as much dust away as possible, and then move on to each fan blade individually with, well, a brush. This gets rid of the bulk of the dust, and when we go back in there with a cloth, we can do our fine adjustments, getting rid of as much dust as possible. Yeah, you won't get it to factory new specification or factory new condition, but you can get 95% of the way there, and as we can see from the before and afters, yeah, it's like night and day how much better the fans look now. Oh, and at this point, if your case has any dust filters, my brother's PC doesn't, it's time to clean these out as well. You definitely want these cleaned, because if they're clogged up, your PC is going to struggle to breathe and your temperatures are going to be a bit higher than what they should be. And yeah, just clean out your filters. This is like the perfect time to do that. And then in front of the filters, your case probably has a front panel. It's a great time to clean this as well. Get rid of all that dust. Yeah, don't do what I did and forget to clean out the power supply outside, because this dust goes everywhere. Also, part of good PC maintenance is changing over your thermal paste. This is about a year and a bit old now. Realistically, I don't think there's any problems with the temperatures. I'm just gonna change it just to, well, show you lot, and to prevent maintenance, a couple of months down the line, especially with summer. Well, I'll say approaching us. It's not really. It's January right now, but the temperatures will be fine for the summer if this is the case. And there we go. To be fair, oops. But to be fair, the thermal paste doesn't really look that bad, and it was still doing its job. Some tissue and isopropyl alcohol will do a fine and dandy job of removing this old thermal paste. And which CPU did I put in here? Oh, it's a Xeon E3 1241 V3. Decent chip that. And we need to do the same to the underside of the CPU cooler, as we can't really reuse this as it's all like old and that now. So let's just get rid of that, exposing a nice shiny nickel plated cold plate. Nice. And while the CPU cooler's out, now's a good time to sort of clean up around the CPU socket, get rid of any dust that's here. This won't affect performance at all, but you've got all the stuff out already, you may as well go that extra mile just to keep it all dust free and clean. And now for some more thermal paste. Arctic MX4 should do the job pretty fine, especially as this is only like a 65 watt chip max, and the size of thermal paste like that should do the job pretty well. And now it's time to put the cooler back on. And of course, we're gonna need a fan for our CPU cooler. If the cable wants to comply with us today, there we go. And there we go. Yeah, it looks like this 5700 XT definitely needs some more thermal paste, because this isn't looking the best. One clean looking RX 5700 XT, brand new thermal paste and a bit of a clean with the cooler, so yeah, this is going to game just fine. Just putting the fans back in now, and to be honest, they didn't show out as the cleanest fans in the world, especially compared to like brand new ones, but comparing them to what they looked like before we cleaned them, I would say it's pretty night and day, because before they looked like they'd been in like some woodwork shop or something like that, but now they're looking pretty good. Now for the second intake fan. Screw, screw, screw. Just testing the bearings, they all seem good, so no problems there either. Usually you'd connect these with a 3 or 4 pin fan connector like this, but we don't have enough internal headers, so we have to use the dreaded Molex connector, which takes a lot of work to actually like use, because it's a terrible connector, but I mean, it's better than not having fans at all, so there is that. And these will run at like 100% usage all the time, and it's really loud, but it keeps the stuff cool, and that's what matters. And now we just sort of cram this in here like so. There we go. For the most exciting part of a gaming PC, the graphics card. Tell me this PC doesn't look vastly different compared to like 2 hours ago. Now it's actually black instead of like a browny tan colour, and the CPU, the GPU and like all the other components can actually breathe now, because there isn't like a ton of rabbit hair and just dust everywhere. So if you need to clean your PC out sometime soon, hopefully you might have learned some tips or tricks from today's video. But if you want to see how a solid enough 1080p graphics card gets on, you can watch it in a video up there. With that being said, I'm going to drop this off downstairs now for my brother to play some games on it, and I'll catch you in the next one.